entire deal. We talk about what's happening with ICE. They are sending a number of Haitians back. They've already deported almost 130 Haitians in the middle of this pandemic. Advocates like Congresswoman Frederica Wilson of South Florida are calling on congressional leaders to include any future coronavirus stimulus efforts, first of all, to tie halting deportations to when it comes to the resources. Now, although ICE said in March that it would delay most deportations because public safety was a top priority, why are Haitians still being deported? Congresswoman Frederica Wilson joins us right now. Congresswoman?
Hello, Roland. How are you? How are you? Staying safe?
Glad to have... Absolutely staying safe. I see you're doing the same thing as well. So ICE says we're going to halt, but why they keep sending Haitians back? And then aren't they also making this actually impacting coronavirus in Haiti with their decisions?
They really are, and it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And they said from the beginning that there would be no deportations during this coronavirus pandemic going on in this nation. And just in the dead of night, they began to round up Haitians from across the United States and put them on a plane to deport them back to Haiti. Some of them had been exposed to the virus. Some were in detention centers where guards had the virus. Some had the virus, and they still deported them to Haiti. So I've been trying to get Congress to include this in the package that we would not deport any more Haitians back to Haiti until we are sure that the virus is gone. Because we know that Haiti has a healthcare system that is compromised. We know Haiti. Haiti is being ruled by one man. And so we have to be sure what happens in Haiti is right, because what happens in Haiti definitely impacts the United States of America. And we have been dealing with Haiti for many years. So I'm trying to do two things. First of all, I'm trying to get a bill into the package, and I'm also trying to shame the president of Haiti, because you cannot deport anyone unless the president accepts you and the president gives you the red carpet to roll it out and send me these deportees. So if he says Haiti is not ready, Haiti cannot take any repatriated people at this time, the United States will have to stop.
Well, but the thing here is, here you have people who are sheltered in place. Folks who are trying to protect themselves and protect their... Right, protecting themselves and their families, and you've got ICE running around like it's business as usual?
They're going all over the country. And I've called on my mayor here to do what he can to stop the Haitians from being rounded up from Chrome Detention Center here. And he tells me that it is out of his hands because they allow them, and ICE is just running amok. They are everywhere. And Nicaragua, they deported people, and the president put them back on the plane and sent them back to the United States. So for some reason, Mr. Trump and that racist White House are against Black immigrants. And they're doing whatever they can in the dead of night to send these people back to Haiti. And we just won't stand for it. We're not just going to be quiet about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do what we can to get them to stop, because we're in the heart of a pandemic. Everyone is supposed to be sheltering in place, staying at home. So why isn't ICE sheltering in place? Why are they going to detention centers? And mind you, these are not criminals. These are not detainees that have committed any crimes. These are people who just want the right to become citizens.
Well, also, I got to get your response to the video I just played where Donald Trump is essentially saying, hey, if your city wants COVID-19 relief funds, then you got to accept our plan for deportations and let ICE do what they want to do.
Well, that's why he has all of these people so afraid of him. That's why we have to try to put this in some sort of legal fashion by putting it in the COVID 2 bill. And that's what we're fighting for. We have over 100 co-sponsors. Everyone is just up in arms because they disagree. And they think that this is a disgrace. It's a shame. These people are being put at risk. Haiti is being put at risk. And you know, Haiti can't even afford to wrestle with the pandemic, with all of the problems and issues that they have been going through without having even a legal government right now running the country. So and Mr. Trump knows this. He knows all about Haiti. We know that he knows about Haiti. He is in Haiti often.